She isn't who she says she is. That is when I realized the truth. I stood frozen in the doorway of our mansion, my eyes fixed on my wife, Lynn, as she laughed and chatted with a man I had never seen before. They were standing by the grand piano in our ballroom, sipping champagne and enjoying the music of the string quartet I had hired for the evening. It was our 5th wedding anniversary, and I had planned this party to remind her of our love and commitment to each other. But now, I felt like I was witnessing a scene from a different life. The man's eyes met mine, and for a moment, we just stared at each other. Then, he turned back to Lynn and whispered something in her ear, making her blush. That's when it hit me. My wife was cheating on me, and she had been lying to me for God knows how long. I felt like I was going to throw up. How could she do this to me, to us? I thought we had a happy marriage, or at least, I thought we were working on it. But I guess I was wrong. The music, the laughter, the champagne, everything seemed so fake now. I needed to know the truth, but a part of me was afraid of what I might find out. As I stood there, trying to process what I had just seen, I couldn't help but think about how perfect our life had seemed. We had the beautiful mansion, the fancy cars, the luxurious vacations. We were the envy of all our friends and family. But now, I realized that it was all just a facade. Lynn had been pretending to be the perfect wife, and I had been too blind to see the truth. I thought back to all the times she had been working late or out with friends. Had she been with him all along? The thought made my blood boil. I wanted to confront her, to demand answers, but something held me back. Maybe it was the fear of what I might discover, or maybe it was the fear of losing the life we had built together. Whatever it was, I knew I had to be careful. I couldn't just accuse her without being sure. So, I decided to do some digging, to find out more about this man and his relationship with my wife. I started by asking our butler, Jenkins, if he knew anything. Jenkins, who is that man with my wife? I asked, trying to sound calm. I'm not sure, sir, he replied. But I have seen him around the mansion a few times before. He seems like a nice gentleman. A nice gentleman? Is that what they call cheaters these days? I thanked Jenkins and told him to keep an eye on things. I needed to know more, and I was willing to do whatever it took to get to the truth. The next few days were a blur of emotions and discoveries. I found out that the man's name was Alex, and he was a wealthy businessman who had been friends with Lynn since before we got married. They had met through mutual friends, and apparently, they had a close relationship. I couldn't believe it. My wife had been lying to me for years, and I had been too trusting to see it. I started to notice little things, like how she would always forget her phone at home when she went out, or how she would receive mysterious texts in the middle of the night. It was all so obvious now. I felt like a fool for not seeing it sooner. But I was determined to get to the bottom of it. I hired a private investigator to follow Lynn and gather evidence. It wasn't long before he came back with some shocking news. Sir, I have some photos of your wife and Alex together, he said, his voice serious. They are compromising. I felt a knot in my stomach as I looked at the photos. It was all the proof I needed. My wife was cheating on me, and she had been for a long time. I knew I had to confront her, but I was scared. What if she denied it? What if she left me? I didn't know what the future held, but I knew I had to face it head-on. I decided to confront Lynn that night, after dinner. I chose the library, a quiet and intimate room that seemed fitting for such a serious conversation. As we sat down, I could feel the tension in the air. "Lynn, we need to talk," I said, trying to sound calm. "What is it, Ken?" she asked, her voice innocent. "I know about you and Alex," I said, my voice firm. "I have photos, Lynn. I know everything." She looked at me, shocked, and for a moment, I thought I saw guilt in her eyes. But then, she composed herself and started to deny it. "Ken, I don't know what you're talking about," she said. "Alex is just a friend." "A friend?" I thought to myself. "A friend who you kiss and cuddle with in our mansion." I didn't believe her, and I told her so. "Lynn, stop lying to me," I said. "I have proof. You can't deny it anymore." She looked at me, tears in her eyes, and for a moment, I felt a pang of sadness. But then, I remembered all the times she had lied to me, all the times she had cheated on me. I hardened my heart and told her it was over. "I want a divorce, Lynn," I said. "I deserve better than a cheating wife." She looked at me, shocked, and then she started to cry. I felt a mix of emotions: sadness, anger, relief. But most of all, I felt free. Free from the lies, free from the cheating, free from the pain. It's been a year since the divorce, and I'm still healing. It was a difficult time, but I'm glad I made the decision to leave. I deserve better, and I'm worthy of love and respect. I've learned that trust is a two-way street, and that communication is key in any relationship. I've also learned that sometimes, it's okay to let go and move on. As I look back on our marriage, I realized that it was all just a facade. We had the perfect life on the outside, but inside, it was all just a web of lies. I'm grateful for the experience, but I'm also grateful to be free from it. I'm excited for the future, and I know that I'll find someone who truly loves and respects me for who I am. Until then, I'll keep moving forward, one step at a time. And to all those who are going through a similar experience, I want to say that you are not alone. There is hope, and there is a better life waiting for you on the other side.